Every Wednesday and Saturday, Maureen's husband liked eating meat. Maureen liked it too, so she always went to the butcher to buy it. The butcher's stall had bright lights that made the meat look fresh. One day, the butcher said to Maureen, "Let me add more meat for you. You make me happy every time you come here." Sometimes Maureen tried to pay with her husband's money, but the butcher refused. He said, "I cannot take your money. I'll give it to you for free." At that moment, Maureen understood he might like her. She told him, "Sir, I am a married woman. Whether you take the money or not, that is your choice. But I am giving it." The butcher only smiled and said, "It's fine. I will still give you meat for free whenever you come." Even after she told him she was married, he continued giving her free meat. After some time, Maureen became weak in her heart. She thought, maybe he just wants friendship. So she started talking to him more. They joked like friends. But the truth was simple, he was just doing his job, and she was just a customer. Later at home, Maureen and her husband got into a disagreement. Maureen, angry, told him, "You disrespect me, yet you don't even know that outside there are men who want me." Her husband did not shout back. He just said, "So you think you're a big deal outside? You think if you leave me, I can't find another woman?" Maureen laughed in her heart. She thought, he doesn't even know that another man and he also eat meat from the man. Her husband continued, "If you want to leave, you can go and find those men you think are better. But if you leave, don't take my son." Maureen told him, "Be careful. You don't know who you are dealing with." Maureen looked at her husband and said, "You don't know who you're dealing with." And honestly, he didn't. Everywhere Maureen went, men looked at her. At the market, men wanted her attention. At the butcher shop, every Wednesday and Saturday, they refused her money and begged her to take the meat for free. But her husband said something that really hurt her. He told her, "We built a family together. I even built you a house. What you have here, other women dream of. Yet you disrespect me all the time. If we ever break up, don't take my children." Maureen kept quiet the whole day. His words cut deep. After he left for work, she sat alone and thought, so he thinks those other men can't take care of me. He thinks he's the only one with money. Is he sure that if I ask another man for help, they will refuse? She decided to test it. Maureen walked to the butcher shop. She knew it wasn't Wednesday or Saturday. It was Tuesday, but she wanted to see if the butcher would help her with money. She said, "Today is not my usual day. I came because I have a problem. I need some money. Anything you give me will help." The butcher looked at her and said, "Maureen, I told you, when you ask me for something, it feels like you are helping me. Tell me, how much do you need?" Maureen refused to name an amount. She said, "I have my problems, but I won't tell you how much. Just give me what you think I deserve." The butcher told her to wait. He went inside. A few minutes later, he came back holding $1 million. He said, "Forgive me, this is little. I used most of my money to buy meat today. Please use this well. If you feel it's not enough, come back and I will add more." Maureen froze. She didn't expect that. At that moment, she knew her husband was wrong. There were other people ready to stand with her if she needed them. She didn't even want the money. She only wanted to see if the butcher would really help her. And he gave her more than she imagined. But when she thought about her 2 sons, her heart became heavy. She stayed in the house, not because of love for her husband, but because she loved her children too much to leave them. Maureen stayed in her marriage only because of her children, but in her heart she felt like her kids were stopping her from enjoying the good things outside, like the butcher, who always treated her kindly, gave her free meat, and even gave her $1 million when she asked for help. Maureen knew she was smarter than her husband. She decided to create a trick, something that would make her husband angry enough to let her leave the house for a few days. She wanted at least 2 or 3 days of freedom so she could spend time with the butcher who showed her attention. Maureen knew her husband sold phones and had a young, beautiful female worker at one of his branches. That branch made a lot of money, and the girl was good at her job. Maureen also knew her husband respected that worker a lot, so she decided to use that to hurt him. In the evening, when her husband came home, Maureen told him, "Everything you've been doing behind my back, I know what happens at your second branch with that woman." Her husband looked confused. He said, "Madam, what are you talking about?" Maureen looked straight at him and said, "You and that woman love each other. Someone told me. If you claim there is nothing between you two, then fire her. If you don't, I will leave you." Her husband had no words for a moment. Maureen saw his face and felt happy. She thought her plan was working. Then her husband finally spoke. "The truth is, that worker is one of the reasons we are rich. She brings in the customers. Everyone recommends her because of her good service. I pay her well because she works hard. She has her own husband. She is just my employee. I treat her with respect because losing her would destroy that branch. My wife, I don't know who lied to you, but the truth is simple. You can leave me if you want, but I will not fire her because of rumors." Maureen laughed and said, "See, I told you. There is something between you two." But the truth was different. Her husband didn't have feelings for that worker at all. Maureen just used the woman as an excuse. She wanted a reason to leave the house for a week so she could go spend time with the butcher man. Maureen knew very well that her husband didn't love his worker. She only used that story as a trick to get 1 full week of freedom so she could see the butcher man. She looked at her husband and said, "You can't fire that woman. You even put her above me. Let me go somewhere else and think. Even a child can see you're cheating with that worker." Her husband loved Maureen deeply. He panicked and said, "Please don't leave me. Fine, I'll fire her. Just give me 1 week so I can find a reason to dismiss her." When Maureen heard him ask for a week, she thought he was lying. She told him, "If she is just a worker, you don't need an excuse. Fire her now. You hesitate because you love her. Don't lie to me." Her husband felt crushed. Maureen was forcing him to choose between his wife and the worker who brought in most of the profits. He knelt down in front of her and begged, "Please, don't do this to me. Only an enemy would push me like this. Not my wife. We have children together. I love you. I don't compare you to her. But we need the money. That shop she works in is our most successful one. She works like it's her own business. She isn't my wife, you are. Please let her stay." Maureen looked at him and said, "Now I understand everything. Even the way you're kneeling shows the truth. This is why I don't want you touching me if I decide to leave. You chose her." After Maureen put her husband in a very hard situation, she knew the truth. He could not fire his worker. But she also knew something else. If he refused, she now had a strong reason to leave the house and go to the butcher man. When she saw her husband kneeling down and begging, she felt happy inside. She knew she was winning. To make her plan stronger, Maureen decided to act like she was the one deeply hurt. She shouted at him and said, "You are a cheater." She picked up the phone her husband had bought for her and smashed it on the ground. She did this to show anger and pain, but inside she was calm and sure of her plan. She started reminding her husband of his past mistakes. She said, "What kind of man are you? I built this family with you. I did everything for you. What more do you want from me?" But then she cried real tears. She began packing her clothes to leave. Each time she packed something, her husband removed it and put it back, saying, "Please, don't leave me." Finally, Maureen walked out of the gate. She carried nothing, no bag, no phone. She did this on purpose. She had broken her phone so her husband could not call her. She also knew the butcher lived nearby. She wanted to be with her new boyfriend without anyone disturbing her. At home, her husband thought, "She just went for a walk. She will come back when she sees I have fired my worker." So he went to the shop where the woman worked. He spoke to her with pain in his heart and said, "I am sorry. You did nothing wrong, but I have to choose between you and my marriage. Please take your salary and leave." The woman had done nothing wrong, but she lost her job because of Maureen's plan. After Maureen left her marriage, she went to stay with the butcher man. The butcher looked at her and said, "Maureen, I love you so much." Maureen felt satisfied. She had broken her phone, left the house with nothing, and disappeared in a way her husband could not track her. Her husband thought she had only gone for a short walk. He believed she had not gone far because she carried nothing when she left. At the same time, the husband went back to his shop. He spoke to his worker and said, "You helped make this business rich, but my wife thinks I want to marry you. Because of my love for my wife, I must let you go." The woman was shocked. She had done nothing wrong. She collected her things and left. As she walked home, she cried. She felt angry and confused. She said to herself, "I never loved this man. I was only doing my job. How can I lose my work because of lies?" On her way, she saw something shocking. She saw Maureen entering a house. She knew that house. It belonged to the butcher man. She stopped and whispered, "My God," the husband said his wife disappeared. But here she is. Even though she was angry, she chose to stay quiet. She did not want to interfere in their marriage. She went home and continued her life. Meanwhile, Maureen felt she had completed her mission. She was finally with the man she had been longing for. This was her first time ever doing something like this. She told the butcher, "I can't stay long. I came with nothing. I don't even have a phone. I will stay only 2 days." And after 2 days passed, her husband searched everywhere for Maureen. He could not find her. He even called her mother, but her mother said, "Maureen has not come here. There is no sign of divorce. Look for your wife in your area, not ours." The husband felt lost. His wife had disappeared. He had fired his best worker. Everything was falling apart. He called the worker and said, "I am the one who fired you. Please forgive me. I will increase your salary. If you haven't found another job, please come back. Your position is still open." The woman replied calmly, "Your wife did not disappear. When you fired me, I saw her entering some house." During the days Maureen stayed away from home, she lived at the butcher man's house, her new boyfriend. She enjoyed herself and felt free, like she had been missing something for a long time. What Maureen did not know was this: the worker who was fired had seen her enter that house on the same day she left home. The worker told Maureen's husband, "You think your wife is missing? I saw the house she entered after leaving your home." The husband was shocked and asked, "Are you sure? Please take me to that house." They went together and stood near the place. After asking around, they confirmed the truth. The house belonged to the butcher man. At that moment, the husband understood everything. Maureen did not disappear. She went straight from their home to the butcher's house. He felt deep pain, but he controlled himself. He said in his heart, "I will not shame her here. I want her mother to see this herself." So he called Maureen's mother and said, "Mother, please come immediately. I cannot explain this on the phone. It is an emergency. Please come now and help save this marriage." Maureen's mother rushed and arrived quickly. The husband told her, "Where we are going now, your daughter is there." As they walked, the mother felt worried. She kept thinking of how to save her daughter's marriage. When they reached the butcher man's house, the husband said, "Please knock on the door and call your daughter by name. She will open. I am sure she is inside." The mother knocked. Maureen opened the door. Before anyone else could speak, her mother shouted angrily, I told you never to go back to your brother. They abandoned us after they made money. You left your husband's house without telling him and without telling me. You are a grown woman. Never do this again. Kneel down and beg your husband, and both of you must return home." Maureen immediately understood what her mother planned, that she was at her brother's house. She used that chance. She knelt down and said, "I was angry when I left. I have now calmed down. I want to return home and be a better wife." Her husband felt relief in his heart. He thought, "I was afraid. I thought she was cheating on me." But the truth was still hidden. Everyone knows this. Mothers and daughters protect each other. Even though Maureen's husband already knew his wife had stayed in another man's house for 2 days, he brought her mother because he wanted the truth to come out clearly. But what he did not expect shocked him. Maureen's mother looked at her daughter and said loudly, "Maureen, why are you here at your brother's house?" At that moment, Maureen's husband froze. He was angry, confused, and afraid that his wife had truly cheated on him. But the mother was playing a smart game. She knew her daughter had done something wrong, but she wanted to save the marriage. So she acted as if Maureen had only gone to her brother's home, not another man's house. The husband felt something was wrong and asked, "Mother-in-law, are you saying this butcher man is Maureen's brother?" Without fear, the mother answered quickly, "He is the son of my brother. We had family misunderstandings before, but that is not a big issue." Maureen came to her relative's house, nothing more. She continued blaming her daughter loudly so the husband would believe her story. Slowly, the husband started doubting his own thoughts. He began to believe they might truly be relatives. At that moment, the butcher man also came outside and joined the lie. He said, "Mother, I didn't know you still carried old family problems in your heart. Please don't speak harshly. I promise, even if Maureen argues with her husband again, she will never come here." Then Maureen's mother turned to her daughter and said, "Kneel down and ask your husband for forgiveness. You are married. You have children. Never leave your home again for silly reasons." Maureen knelt down. Then she pointed at the phone shop worker and said to her mother, "I didn't leave without reason. That woman is why my husband and I fought. He is cheating on me with her." In her heart, Maureen knew she was lying. The worker was innocent and only doing her job. Maureen's mother listened carefully and replied, "Your father had 3 wives. That means you have 4 mothers. Did that make your mother leave her marriage? Has your husband ever told you to leave with your children? If not, stay in your marriage. Don't overthink things." Hearing this, Maureen's husband smiled again. Maureen was the only woman he had ever loved, and she was the mother of his children. They returned home together. The worker was also taken back to her job. Later, Maureen's mother warned her privately, "Whoever advised you to go to the butcher's house gave you bad advice. You were not like this before. What you did was wrong. Change your behavior. Love your husband while you still can. Today I saved you, but I am old. One day I will die. If you don't change, next time no one will save you." What the mother did not know was this: Maureen's husband was listening. He pretended to leave, then came back quietly and hid behind the house. He heard everything. Maureen's husband finally understood the whole truth. A man's tears fall deep in his heart. Behind the house, Maureen's husband listened quietly as Maureen and her mother talked. At that moment, he finally understood everything. The butcher man was not a relative. He had no family connection to Maureen or her mother. He was Maureen's new boyfriend, the man she stayed with during the days she disappeared. He also understood how his mother-in-law had played him. She made him believe that Maureen went to her brother's house, when in truth she went to her lover. The husband was deeply hurt. He cried silently, but he chose not to speak. He said in his heart, "Let me keep quiet. One day, everything will return." After wiping his tears, he became calm and strong, like a man who has accepted the truth. He walked back into the house. Maureen and her mother did not know he had heard everything. They welcomed him, thinking he had been away. The husband looked straight into Maureen's eyes. Maureen could not look back at him. He spoke calmly and said, "When you left, you broke your phone. I didn't break it. Since the beginning, whenever you make a mistake, I am the one who apologizes. I have bought you a new phone, better than the one you broke. Your SIM card is inside. Set it up and call anyone you want." Maureen felt happy. Her mother looked at her and thought, "My daughter doesn't just have a husband, she has gold." Maureen's mother then spoke again, with the husband present. She said, "My daughter, I have seen many marriages. I lived with your father until he died. A man who treats a woman the way your husband treats you is rare. Never leave this house again. I don't want to see you go back to your brother." She spoke in codes, thinking the husband did not understand. But the husband already knew the truth. He said nothing. When it was time for Maureen's mother to leave, they escorted her safely. As she walked away, she said, "You and your brother, I don't want to see you together again." The husband stayed silent, but inside him, everything had changed. Maureen's mother continued warning her daughter, saying, "I don't ever want to see you again with your brother or talking to him." She didn't know that Maureen's husband already knew everything. He stayed quiet and just watched them. After her mother left, Maureen's husband told her, "I need to travel for 2 or 3 days. I may come back soon, or I may delay." When he left, he didn't call when he returned. He just appeared quietly. The phone he had bought for Maureen had a tracker inside it. Maureen didn't know this. Even though she added passwords and patterns, her husband could still see everything: her calls, her messages, and her location. One day, the husband decided to listen to her conversations. He heard the butcher man say, "Whenever you want to come, you are free. You know where I keep the keys. My house is your house." The husband decided to wait. He wanted Maureen to leave again so he could collect full proof and show his mother-in-law the truth. Days passed. Maureen stayed home. Then one day, the husband checked the tracker. It showed that Maureen was not at home. She was at the butcher man's house. The husband said to himself, "This is the moment I was waiting for." He went there, ready to record everything and finally end the lies. But what he found shocked him. Inside the house, there was another woman. Maureen was crying and injured. The woman was shouting at her, calling her a prostitute. Neighbors gathered around saying, "A woman has been beaten because of a man." Maureen's husband saw everything. Immediately, he called his mother-in-law and said, "I am again at your daughter's brother's house. Maureen has returned here." The mother was shocked and replied, "So she went back again to that man." The husband answered calmly, "I don't care whether he is her brother or another man. What I know is this: if you don't come now and help your daughter, no one will. The last thing I can do as the father of her children is call you. After this, I don't want to see her in my house again."